Dear students, let us begin with the third part of the lesson on Indo-Russian relations in the post-Cold War period, in which we will continue exploring the India-Russia cooperation in vital areas. India-Russia areas of cooperation. Energy. Russia is an important partner for India in the area of peaceful use of nuclear energy, and the former agreed to assist in the construction of 12 nuclear power plants in India. This partnership contributes to India's energy security and helps diversify its energy sources. India's investment in Russia's oil and gas industry is estimated to reach higher numbers. Given India's interest in Russian energy assets, particularly natural gas, as well as the realization of collaborative projects in the field of renewable energy sources, the need to expand energy cooperation between India and Russia was recognized. Given the global focus on climate change, joint initiatives aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions are crucial. Closer collaborations on hydel and renewable energy sources as well as energy efficiency were also explored as a way to mitigate the GHG's emissions. Infrastructure development. The ties between India and Russia offer immense opportunities for cooperation between the companies from two sides in infrastructural development. India invited Russian companies to take part in the development of industrial corridors in India, including the areas of road and rail infrastructure, smart cities, construction of wagons, and creation of a joint transportation logistics company. Joint military programs. The military relationship between India and Russia is evolving from the traditional buyer-seller perspective to joint production and development and also sharing of technology. India and Russia have jointly developed BrahMos supersonic missile, Sukhoi Su-30 MKI, a twin-jet multi-role air superiority fighter, and T-90 tanks. It was developed by Russia's Sukhoi company and constructed for the Indian Air Force, licensed under Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Russia has also agreed to transfer technology to India to manufacture tanks in India based on Russian technology. The supply and construction of Ka-226 twin-engine Russian utility helicopter, naval frigates, S-400 surface air missile defense system were also agreed during 17th annual summit. Russia's interest in becoming a partner in India's Make in India program reflects the willingness to contribute to India's defense manufacturing and technology development. Regional cooperation. New Delhi and Moscow have expressed the importance of the development of connections between the regions of both parties. As a result, in October 2000, during Putin's visit, it was decided to create a working group for regional cooperation under the India-Russia Intergovernmental Agreement on the principles of cooperation between the government of the states and union territories of the Republic of India and the bodies of executive authority of the constituent entities of the Russian Federation. Based on this agreement, a partnership between Astrakhan region of Russia and Gujarat to enhance trade, economic, technological and cultural cooperation was established during Prime Minister Vajpayee's visit in 2001. Furthermore, during the 19th bilateral summit, agreements were signed between various Indian states and Russian regions in order to strengthen the ties. Space cooperation. India and Russia have been maintaining 4 decades long cooperation in the field of outer space. Both sides cooperate in the fields such as the satellite launches, GLONASS navigation system, remote sensing and other societal applications of outer space. A memorandum of understanding was signed during the 19th bilateral summit on joint activities in the field of human space flight program between the space research centers of both countries. Since then, several visits have taken place from ISRO and Roscosmos regarding the negotiation of contracts and identification of key areas of cooperation for the realization of Gaganyaan. On 11 July 2019, Dmitry Rogozin, Director General of Roscosmos, visited India and discussed bilateral cooperation in Gaganyaan program, production of space systems in India, futuristic technologies including new space systems, rocket engines, propellants and propulsion systems, spacecraft and launch vehicle. Humanitarian assistance. When India suffered from the unprecedented spread of COVID-19, which took a lot of lives, Russia was at the forefront to support India by sending crucial supplies of medical equipment, medicines, vaccines and other healthcare facilities. In April 2021, Russia extended its helping hand by sending medical assistance including 20 oxygen production units, 75 ventilators and 2 lakh packs of medicines. The Russian vaccine Sputnik V became the first foreign vaccine to get approval for its use in the country. Since then, India has been actively receiving vaccine from Russia. Indo-Russian cooperation on counter-terrorism. India and Russia are facing similar kinds of separatist movements from Kashmir and Chechnya respectively. Both separatist movements demanded the right to self-determination, but India and Russia regarded these movements as terrorism. Russia has been a staunch supporter of India in the Kashmir issue since its Soviet era. During President Putin's visit to India in October 2000, both countries highlighted the importance of joint efforts in countering international terrorism. India and Russia claim that these kinds of movements in the respective countries are sponsored by the Taliban ruled Afghanistan. They also believed that Taliban-led Afghanistan is the reason for unrest in the Central and South Asian region. This led to an agreement to set up joint working group on Afghanistan. Furthermore, in November 2001, both parties signed Moscow Declaration on International Terrorism when the then Prime Minister of India, Vajpayee, visited Russia. The joint working group was aimed at assessing the evolving situation in Afghanistan and formulating joint strategies to address the challenges. Again, after the fall of Taliban-led Afghanistan in 2001, Russia and India signed a MOU on cooperation in combating terrorism in December 2002 during Putin's visit to India. A joint working group on combating international terrorism was formed as a result of this MOU. It conducted its first meeting in Moscow on 29 to 30 September 2003. Besides this, both parties agreed to establish a panel of experts to fight terrorism, to exchange information and equipment and to help each other with training. The tensions regarding the security of Central Asia and growth of Islamic fundamentalism rose up again after the comeback of Taliban's power in Afghanistan in August 2021. India and Russia insisted that Taliban should keep their promise on respecting basic human rights and women rights and not allow militant groups to use their territory. Let us summarize what we have discussed so far in this lesson. Even though there were several disagreements between the Indo-Russian bilateral relations, both have been maintaining a mature relationship for a long time now. The ties between both parties have evolved since the renewal of 1971 Indo-Soviet Treaty of Peace, Friendship and Cooperation, which was renewed in 1993 during President Yeltsin's visit to India. It was further expanded by Putin by signing the Declaration of Strategic Partnership in 2000, and this was also upgraded to Special and Privileged Strategic Partnership in 2010. The holding of the annual summits is the biggest evidence that Russia and India are maintaining mature mutual relations. India and Russia have been dependent on each other for the trade and sharing of military equipment. These summits provide a platform for both nations to address issues, enhance cooperation, and reaffirm their commitment to the partnership. If China and Russia form a strong partnership, it could be even more challenging for India. Therefore, India should strive to balance its ties with both Russia and the United States, and also consider facilitating Russia's engagement in the Indo-Pacific. If China and Russia form a strong partnership, it could be even more challenging for India. Therefore, India should strive to balance its ties with both Russia and the US, and also consider facilitating Russia's engagement in the Indo-Pacific. While India and Russia have faced challenges and shifting geopolitical dynamics, their mature and enduring partnership remains vital. Balancing their relationships with other major powers, managing regional security concerns, and finding new avenues for cooperation are essential to strengthening and sustaining their strategic relationship. I hope you understood the Indo-Russian relations in the post-Cold War period. We have concluded our lesson. Thank you.